It might have been like 3 seasons ago. Yeah, we ended up, or he ended up playing Matt last year. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. He ended up winning the Super Bowl. On the road, crazy. I get 80 a show. Got himself one. Money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving. I know I look. Never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I'm in a magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. Okay, yeah, I see the what was the final on that? What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll run on first down.
Starting this off with
it's McCarthy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
All right, here we go, partner. It's the Super Bowl. We always talk about keys to the game. No bigger one in this one than what they told us. They're going to take their best cover guy and put him on their number one receiver.
You got enough space in your property to shoot off some guns
and game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I gotcha. Nice.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
I whiffed my tackle.
With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Nice. Yeah. Well, when you're that,
Point after here, coming up.
3 acres of 5 acres even.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Cool.
Tearing up with the offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. Hey, lock it. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Technologist, you can believe it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Leo. Yeah.
They'll try the left side. It's Shepard, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And if that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Makes 3. 218, chop. Hey! Kill. Go out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Heavy on the edges. Watch the safety creep. 5. Watch the run.
2nd and 3. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Do. Check 9. He's coming. General West. He's coming, double up. Slam. Switch. Gone. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Go. Now. Big grip.
On first down, it's Shepard. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 49 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm saying we don't want no violence. We will cover the difference.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson throwing again. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Come on, look at me, okay.
Picked off
what the heck's going on here, man? Get up off your ass and move it,
get
bro.
the football at their own 47-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
They'll run on first down. It's McCarthy. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air. Now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slant. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Set. Go.
I'm still trying to figure out what it is there.
Mike spot 9. Hey, let's get. Look. Squeeze. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Down. 10 Lobos. Cut. Go. Bang. Under 10. 10. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
What? Tell me, Summer's Eve makes a run play?
Let's go now. 10-2. Hey, lock it. Check. Leo. Cross. Shit. Topper. Get it.
On first down, it's Shepard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Big hit. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7. Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slip. You're out. Check 37. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Motion. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Bam. Go. Take it. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line. Set. 60 or. Gone. Check 43. Hey, orbit.
And I knew I was going to get a delay.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go. Hey, Alpha. Check. 59. Let him know.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. 36. 6 guys. Oh. Check. Yes.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Another delay game here.
90 Wolf. 59. All right. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Who was the illegal guy? What the hell was he doing outfield? What's he doing out there?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
50, play. Hey, Sam on. Back. Watch that creep. Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Look at me, zipper!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Jamison looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Houston. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jamison. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready, break. Mike 29. Ready, tight go, tight go, tight go. Shoot, watch the shoot. Go. Motion, 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 motion. 29 is motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Hey, high 7. Yo, go, go. You better break. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jamison. Throw left side complete. That's Houston. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
61 yards. 61-yard field goal. I thought about it.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards times where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Don't be mad.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch twist. Hey, exit. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go, G. Hey, Foxtrot. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
2nd and 5. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm here all day. Hey, dude. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You're not ready. Bravo. 29 is the Mike.
The final shot before break. Jamison. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's halftime here on Sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
I'm going to pause and step outside. Yeah.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll...
You on offense?
Yeah. Chicken steak, eating chicken stunts.
Randy, what's wrong? How does this have to go away?
Just playing.
Just a curia from Rome. Why? To be a priest? I want to paint. I won't know anyone. I'm scared you'll go.
Disturbing you. We need to talk about the way Lucrezia kept the accounts.
Numbers. Latin poets. Philosophy. Lives of the saints. She recommended them, one after another. They're all still here and she's gone. No, I wasn't even here.
All your mother wanted, more than anything in the world, was for you to achieve your dream.
I can't do this anymore.
Yes, you can. But you don't have to. Not alone anyway, I promise.
Word up there.
I won't know anyone. I'm scared you'll go.
Pretty solid game so far.
Disturbing you.
Bum, bum, bum.
We need to talk about the way Lucrezia kept the accounts.
Numbers. Latin poets.
Whenever you're ready.
Lives of the saints. She recommended them, one after another. They're all still here and she's gone.
You ready? Why does my call? Oh, kidding me? Hold on.
What's up?
Take over.
All your mother wanted, more than anything in the world, was for you to achieve your dream.
At the 21-yard line.
It's all ready and I left my coffee outside. Whew.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Check the back. Go. Hey, switch gears. Mike 5. Big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Set. 18 Gator.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Goofy dogs. You know you guys are going to have to get up, right? There's a gate guarding the couch. One of them busted through the gate. Which caused them to yell. Which caused me to jump off the couch. And I jumped off the couch and the dog.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Shepard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ryder busted through the gate.
Hey, Haywood!
You?
Mike 5'9". Watch the run.
That's not going to go again.
Go.
Back to throw. Jameson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Houston. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
You know, like it's without it being some exaggerated, like, what's he doing?
Ready up.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Switch it. Jump. Yeah.
Right.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
See, it says you're in a man, dog. You're in a man. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Rock it. Check 26. Hey! Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jamison. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
18 Gator. Look, squeeze. Lucky. Hey, Echo. Tim's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike. We need 2 jump bombers. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, you know what?
It's intercepted.
I almost knew that was
Picked up by
going to
Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, D. Hey, down coming.
On first down, Watson. Left side, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's get it. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
50 seconds to mine. Not today, Mark. Not today. That's it. 57 to mine. I'm
Here's Watson, operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
I got you, boy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, lock it. Show it up, show it up. Hit it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 8-3. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch quick. Watch Leo. Now. Hey, check motion man. Bud. Motion man. Mike, check. 59. All day, every day, any day. Fight.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jameson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're not going to make enough money, and we're not going to do it.
Down. 15 line. Here we go. Bam. Here I come again. Check. Check 13. Check 13. Big Ed. 25. Check 25. Slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Delta. Mike 59. Here I come. Ready.
From the gun, Jameson.
Oh, man.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point.
Totally threw that off his.
Picked off here, the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McCarthy. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's McCarthy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Forced out to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league.
He makes it look sweet
right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Well, he's going to go for it all. In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Just felt like a Simple Mind song.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go. Hustle.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Hey. Mike 5. Hey, Alpha. Mike 5.
To throw on second down, Jamison. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Jamison. Now they go screen. It's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Watson now to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 16.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Look at me, Zipper.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
It's commending on your ball hawk skills, P.
Yeah?
Says yes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check safety, check safety. 49, check 49, check 49. Kill. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He'll get the ball back.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Out to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
There's that man again. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Watson letting one go deep for the end. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good game, Mr. Bell. Tell you what, when you got that, that's when I was like, man, it's like our corners are playing up pretty tight.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Word up. Good game. Good Super Bowl. I think it's oh, yeah.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Good game, Mr. Belton.
My husband wins a selection for Raffaele. Will our families then be at peace?